Om, greatest sadhakas, wonderful friends, shrotas, mokshos, jignasus, welcome you all. Here are our greetings to you, gratitudes to you, glorifications to you, and salutations, prayers together for the continuation of this beautiful spiritual journey with added vigor and vitality. We are doing our tapasyas, sadhanas, dhyanams every day for 1.5 hours in 7 ways. Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharanam, common sense thought, Shanti Mantras, Guru, Parampara Mantras, then Sankalpa, our Upanishad Parayanam and Adhyanam of the Upanishad. Shwethshwathara Upanishad Adhyanam going on. Today, the 14th mantra, 6th chapter, which is also there in other Upanishads, which is very well known to us, which we use as our Vedika Arati. That mantra will be discussed with Bhashyam. Natatra Suryo Bhati mantra. What it tells is, in recognizing the reality, none of the faculties are useful, helpful, functional, nor they required because the self is self-effulgent. In fact, all of these are functioning because of that only. And that realization of the self is the moksha. That will happen when we drop all these faculties and utilizing them and identifying, associating with their functionalities. That is the importance of this mantra. Gives a very, very important, clear picture regarding sadhya sadhana. See now, our good amount of days spent giving us little subtlety, more clear, conspicuous answers or understandings regarding sadhya sadhana, which we never had in the initial days. And expectation, when we are more regular, sincere for sufficient some more time, all the picture becomes clear to our intellect first. Then, when we actually start doing sadhana, also, then what we have understood, we experience also. All these are done by us for invoking Parabrahma Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana Krupa, and Sahayata of the fellow world around. With this, our Vyaktitva Vikasa should happen. Lokasevaka, Dharma Stavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Momokshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha Jnata, Guru Upasakaha, Dayopasakaha, Mananakarta, Chintana Karta, Anubhavi, Anubhava Nishtita. These are the petals of the flower of our Vyaktitva, which have to get fully blossomed. Welcome you all. Let us start with the first activity of Veda Parayanam. From today for next 15 days, we will be doing Suktams. Okay. Purusha Suktam, Narayana Suktam, Vishnu Suktam, Shri Suktam, then Medha Suktam, Durga Suktam, Neela Suktam, Bho Suktam, like that, around 15 of them are there. We will do them. Let us dedicate our 10 minutes for doing the praise of the Parabrahma Tattva in this Rupa, invoking the Krupa for our Adhyatmika Pragati. Purusha Suktam can we do in one day? Yeah, it may take 2 minutes extra, but why make it 2 days? एक ही दिन में कर लेते हैं. ओम अथ वेद पारायणम न्यकांतर्गत तृतीय प्रश्नांतर्गत पुरुष सूक्तम. ओम तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे. ओम तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे. गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः. दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः. स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः. ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम्. शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे. शं चतुष्पदे शं चतुष्पदे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः. ओम सहस्रशीर्षः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात्. सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात्. स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम्. पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं. यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं. उतामृतत्वस्येषानः उतामृतत्वस्येषानः. यदन्नेनातिरोहति यदन्नेनातिरोहति. एतावानस्य महिमा एतावानस्य महिमा. अतोऽध्यायागश्च पूरुषः अतोऽध्यायागश्च पूरुषः. पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि. त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि. त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदैत्पुरुषः त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदैत्पुरुषः. पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः. ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत्. शासनानशने अभि शासनानशने अभि. तस्माद्विराडजायत तस्माद्विराडजायत. विराजो अधिपूरुषः विराजो अधिपूरुषः. स जातो अत्यरिच्यत स जातो अत्यरिच्यत. पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः. यत्पुरुषेण हविषा यत्पुरुषेण हविषा. देवा यज्ञमतन्वत देवा वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम्. ग्रीष्म इध्मः शरद्धविः ग्रीष्म इध्मः शरद्धविः. सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः. त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः. देवायद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः देवायद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः. अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुम् अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुम्. तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन्. पुरुषं जातमग्रतः पुरुषं जात पुरुषं जातमग्रतः पुरुषं जातमग्रतः. तेन देवा अयजन्त तेन देवा अयजन्त. साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संभृतं पृषदाज्यं संभृतं पृषदाज्यं पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जज्ञिरे ऋचः सामानि जज्ञिरे छन्दागंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् छन्दागंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयादतः ये केचोभयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्मात् गावो हजग्निरे तस्मात् तस्माज्जाता अजावयः तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरूपादा उच्येते कावूरूपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरू तदस्य यद्वैश्यः ऊरू तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौः समवर्तत शीर्ष्णोद्यौः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशः श्रोत्रात् पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशः श्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम अकल्पयन् तथा लोकागम अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन् यदास्ते नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन् यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्रः शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ पुरुषसूक्तम् ॐ तच्छंयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येशानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवे त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदयित्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यं ग्रीष्म इध्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञन्तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः सम्भृतं पृषदाज्यं पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः रुचः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दागंसि जग्निरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यदधुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावोरोपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरो तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधे तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्ताद् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिं मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति भेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. See, though we spend time, but then while chanting, trying to chant with swara without mistakes, see how much of our mind has become concentrated, calm and quiet and peaceful. Imagine if we are every day this way chanting, how much strength, stamina, divinity, vitality will come to us. And then if you know the meaning of the mantras, while contemplating on the meaning of the mantras when we chant, to what heights of deep understanding experience we reach to. They have to be aimed by us, the higher levels, and we have to try for it. And those who cannot chant vocally because of the lung capacity or age factor, in the mind you can chant. I really appreciate you all for this presence and participation. Friends, continuing the second aspect of ours is our Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharana in the Dashavataras. We have seen Vatsya Kurma, Varaha Narasimha, Vamana Parshurama, six avatars. Today, the seventh avatara, Bhagwan Sri Ramachandraji's Gayatri Mantra, we have to chant. In this also, the Vidmahe, the Dhimahi, the Prachodayat are same. So, the Vidmahe aspect, we can spend 2-3 minutes. Ki Bhagwan Sri Rama, the Manuja avatar, Rama and Krishna and Kalki are the Manuja avatars. So, as a Manushya, he has come to Dasharatha and Kaikeyi along with his three more expressions as Bharata Lakshmana Shatrughna. Bhagavan Rama throughout life, Dharma, Jivat, Dharma Sthapaka, through demonstrating practically, then he is Maryada Purushottama. Maryada is Dharma only. He never crossed the limits of Maryada of the Dharma. Okay, so whether towards parents or brothers or the wife or friends, whoever have come in his life, he gave love. He just lived Dharma, he taught them Dharma. Only occasionally he expressed his divinity, especially while Ahalya Uddharana or Ravanadi Samhara that time. But otherwise, how a gentleman, a man, a human being has to live, all of that he has depicted. And throughout Rama's expression, there is a tapasya, there is a hard work. And when we go through every episode of Sri Rama's Leela, hundreds of things are there for us to learn, which Sri Valmiki ji has put in Ramayana through so many adjectives in every shloka of Ramayana. Adjectives, every shloka related to Rama. So that shows us in what way the Rama is so great and why we have to know him as Adarsha Purusha and how and what are the great qualities we can imbibe from him throughout Valmiki Ramayana that comes to us. And about our Rama and Krishna and our Avatara Devata, some stupid fools talk some nonsense. Just brush it aside, don't listen, don't value it. Isn't it? They're all Rakshasas, Dushta, who want to destroy our faith in our Dharma and our Devatas, etc. You just shut up. We know our Lord Rama. So the Sakshat Parabrahma, Narayana Paramatma only, took this avatara to finish the Ravana Kumbhakarna Adi. Just like Hiranyakashipu had that boon of not to be killed in the Akasha, on the earth, inside the house, outside the house, by any of the creations created by Brahmadeva, with any of the Ayudha, neither morning nor night. He has got a funny boon. So, to fulfill all of that, the Lord had to come in that Nara Simharupa and had to put him on his lap. And neither morning nor evening in the Sandhya Kala. And himself is not created by Brahmadeva and with the Ayudha but not Ayudha, the Nakha Ayudha, Damshtra finished. So too, Ravana had the boon not to be killed by anyone. But the Lord said, no, it's not, that is not possible. Everybody will have to die. Then he said, barring human and the Vanaras. That's how the Vanara Sahaya and a human avatara Rama had to take Bhagavan to finish Ravana. Okay. So his Janma, his Bala Leelas, and that Tumakacharita Ramachandra, Bhajat Benjaniya, or Dasharatha Ajira Vihari, all are beautiful. Thereafter, his mm, first, let us talk this only. He is studying the entire Brahma Vidya and getting that Brahma Jnana from Vasishtha ji at as early age as 16 years old. 16 साल में भगवान राम ब्रह्मज्ञानी है. We all are studying nowadays Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. The topics which we are touching, if you see, all of these are heard by Rama and he knows all. Then his Leela of going with Vishwamitraji and doing the Yajna Rakshana and Maricha Subahu removed. Tataka, first Tataka. The first wicket is women only. Both in Rama Avatar and Krishna Avatar. There also Putana, here also first Tataki. Then the Sita Swayamvara, then that Shiva Dhanur every Leela is strength, power, valor, Guru Bhakti, Pitru, Mata Pitru Bhakti, all of that. Then again, the Dasharatha's honor order, he'll have to go to forest. Not 1 or 2, but 14 years. Isn't it? Imagine that 14 years, कैसा होगा भगवान का? कितना मुश्किल होगा? So biggest difficulty for him was to protect Sita and the Lakshmana. Lakshmana thought he is protecting Sita Rama. From his side, he can have any imagination. But it is a Rama who protects the whole world. No? So how much he was going through. So much. That tapasya. And it's a great tapasya kala also. What Siddhanta he heard from Vasishta ji, he could practice all of that during his Vanamasa. Isn't it? That way he encashed. Then Sita Harana, then Ravana Samhara, then coming back again Sita Parityaga, then ruling the earth for 10,000 years as Raja. Read both Valmiki Ramayana, Ananda Ramayana, and also Yoga Vasishta Ramayana and Adhyatma Ramayana, and Tulsi Ramayana. These are all worthy of studying to know the entirety of Bhagavan Rama. So, luckily for all of us, even though in between another Yuga, Dwapar has come and gone, still fully we remember Bhagavan Rama. Kali Yuga में भी भगवान राम का उतनी महिमा, like मत्स्य कूर्म वराह नारसिम्हा वामन परशुरामा. In Kali Yuga, we are not that much familiar with them except some temples, some occasions. But Rama is in everybody's heart, isn't it? Maryada Purushottam. Lucky, thank God we got our Rama Mandira back and Rama is taking care of us because we took care of him by re-establishing the Mandira. Anyway, so many things at different levels can be spoken. So this is Vidmahe. And to that Rama, Dhyayami Avahyami, Shodashovachara Pujas, Upasanas, Japa and Stotra Patanam ityadi we do. After that, his beautiful form we are doing meditation on. That's called Dhimahi. Upasana Purvaka Dhyana is Dhimahi. Third one, Prachodayat. O Lord, do the Prachodanam, be with me. Allow me to live life like you, full of Dharma. Let me be as strong and powerful as you. Let me also eliminate outer and inner kantakas for me and the world. And let me live that Purna Rama Rupa. Sarve Ramanti Asmin Anande iti Ramaha. Sarveshu Ramateya Saha Ramaha. So that Brahmananda itself is you, the Rama Swarup. So let that happen in me. I seek the prachodanam from you for this Atma Rama Anubhuti. Please bless me. Okay. Om Dasharathaya Vidmahe Sita Vallabhaya Dhimahi Tanno Ramaha Prachodayat. That is the Gayatri Mantra of Bhagwan Sri Ramji. Okay, friends. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Narayanaaya. Let us start. Om Dasharathaya Vidmahe सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्। दाशरथाय विद्महे, we know you, O Lord, you are the Dasharatha Putra, Ikshvaku Vamsha. We know your father, Dasharath sees so much of power and greatness and tapasya that you are the Lord, he got as the son. Sita Vallabhaya Dhimahi, we know you are the Vallabha of Sita, the great grand Jagannatha. We have done worship of both of you and we are doing dhyana on you. Tanno Rama Prachodayat, that Rama do the prachodana of enjoying the Atma Rama in us. Om Dasarathaya Vidmahe Sita Vallabhaya Dhimahi Tanno Rama Prachodayat. Om Dasarathaya Vidmahe Sita Vallabhaya Dhimahi Tanno Rama Prachodayat. ॐ दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। उपनिषद ज्ञानम उपनिषद ज्ञान साधना उपनिषद उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्य मोक्ष प्राप्तिं प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ. What a beautiful avatar, na? Sri Rama. Mata Sita is unparalleled. Wonderful, wonderful. हर बाला देवी की प्रतिमा, बच्चा बच्चा राम है, चंदन है इस देश की माटी, तपोभूमि हर गांव है. Whole Bharat Mata should be having Sita Ramata. Thank God, Mandira, we got Ayodhya and good pujas are happening. Let us from here only empower the Rama Mandira and Ayodhya so much by invoking Sri Rama with all his Shaktis there. After which, from there, the blessings and Shaktis spread to the entire universe and cosmos for its protection by following Dharma and Moksha. दैट इज आवर प्रेयर. यहीं बैठकर ही सारे दिव्य क्षेत्रों को हम अपने संकल्प प्रार्थना से हमारे तरफ से whatever सेवा we can do, we do so that they become enriched and powerful to bless the entire living beings. Thank you for Sri Rama Gayatri Mantra participation. Now, the third thing of the day is our common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is simple कि सी ऑलरेडी जनवरी खत्म हो गया 26 का. है ना? 26 जनवरी नहीं, 26 का जनवरी खत्म, 2026. Today February started. Now just have a look of the month which has been spent or which is over, Jan 2026. 31 days have passed. See in that how many things, events have happened. All good and bad, noble and ignoble, appreciable, depreciable, you know, good looking, bad looking. Comedies happened, surprises happened, great successes have happened, achievements happened, tragedies too also happened in every field, isn't it? Now, one by one, I cannot detail all of them, you all know. Today's discussion is when all of them are happening, especially in the human community, how much excited were those human beings? Whoever were there, part and parcel of those events that have happened. How much excited they were, how much involved they were, how much indulgent they were, how much fully engrossed they were in those things. कितने डूबे हुए थे उनमें. But it has gone only into the history oblivion, no? Who cares now what happened in Jan? It's all over. People were anxious, worried, tensed up. In that anxiousness, worry, and tension, instead of knowing and doing what exactly to be done, in the ignorance, many of them did what should not be done, and then they invoked the inner regrets, guilts also. Idea is what? In this way, in the world, at the total level, at the mutual level, at the individual level. So many events keep on happening. That is the way the Lord is playing his play, his Leela. We only are talking about those things which we have known through whatever the media. Unknown things to us on the earth only, how many they might have happened, you know, in the mountains, in the forests, in the deserts, in the places where human beings don't go frequently. क्या क्या हुआ होगा? We don't know. Within the oceans, whatever happened. So too in the higher worlds and space. क्या क्या हो रहा होगा? पता ही नहीं हमको. बहुत सारे नहीं पता. So this is how the world goes on happening. Okay. Now becoming more particular. This is a general sentence. In our life too, the whole 1 month, how many things happened? And how much we were worried, excited, anxious, tensed also, creating BP in ourselves and others. Isn't it? In that, from our side, whatever we have done, that only is done. And it gave its result. Other than that, the worries, the tensions, the anxieties, the insistences, the variety of impositions which we were entertaining throughout the month, they were all futile only, no? In general, those all activities also were futile. कहाँ कहाँ गए, कितने कितने फंक्शनों में गए, क्या फर्क पड़ा? कितने होटल में गए खाने को, क्या फर्क पड़ा? How many houses you visited? How many people have come to house? How many people we fought with, especially at home with the wife or husband? Hare Rama, is there any worth, purpose, meaning in it? Think about it. Even though there and then whatever were required to be done, okay, good. But why the excitements were? Why the anxieties were? Why the insistences? Why tensions? In that way, the entire year, before that year, the whole decade, chalta hi raha hai hamara. But still we are not opening our eyes. The opening of eyes is what? Be alert and aware. Know what is in your hands out of what is to be done. Do it with full alertness, awareness, attentiveness, but relaxed. There's nothing to be excited about in this world. That's the underlining common sense thought for that day. ये हो रहा है, ये होना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए और ये इतना मैं कर सकता हूँ. This is what is happening. This has to happen. This should be done. Among that, this much I can do. You do it and relax. Why so much of excitements? Isn't it? Things that so pass in this world happenings and giving them value importance is equal to the full clarity that we are in delusion. Right? Then two things. When all these are happening, what is our role to play, as well as in particular, finally what I have to achieve. These spashtata should be there to us. Who gives us this spashtata is only the Shastra. So, whether while living in the world, dealing in the activities every day, or in making our ultimate goal and knowing its path. The second point today is Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Vyavastito. Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartumiharhasi. Therefore, yes, for some time we look at the people, we get inspired by them, we listen to them. Chalega. But all of them, are they authorized by the Shastra? We have to again and again check. Remember carefully, listen. Only what others are saying is authorized by Shastra, that thing we have to do. A little higher thought is when anybody says anything we should not listen or do, only among that what Shastra says, that alone we do. If this is the clarity, then why not ourselves, go to a qualified teacher and guru and learn from him Shastras and with all the dignity and maturity and conviction and faith that we have now the Shastra Jnana as authority, according to that we are living. Why not that way live? The idea of this point is what? In this world, people are acting, reacting, taking their own, what do you call, having their own visions or the goals and having their own attitudes, intentions. Don't get carried away by the people around. ये हमारा प्रॉब्लम होता है, दूसरों को देख के हर चीज में हम कॉपी करना चाहते. That's how the another delusion. How to avoid it, sir? Just study the Shastra. See, you and I are studying. It is telling us what should be our Swadharma outside in the Vyavaharik Jagat and what should be our Paramadharma, that is the knowing of reality. And for that, this is the sadhana. So, first thing is what? Learn from the past that don't get excited. Then, with full relaxation, do exactly what is in our hands out of what is to be done. Three, need not get carried away by the people and their ways of living. Four, to conduct in the outer world also and for also as our ultimate goal, take the authority of the Shastras. In the beginning, understand how to study Shastras by being with some master. Thereafter, study independently, but again go to the same master and clarify from him what you have understood present in front of him. Ask him to certify. Studying independently, but ये मैं समझाऊं, ये correct है कि नहीं, गुरु आप बताइए. So in this way, from the last month and the earlier entire life experiences, for this new month which has come and the months going to come and the years going to come, we have to be very pakka and particular, regarding our life every moment. I have the spashta understanding from the authority of Shastras as guided by my Guru as to how I have to live in the outer world of my responsibilities, roles, as well as my reactions and responses to whatever is happening. I am not excited. isn't it? I'm not worried. I'm not anxious. Think about it. I'm full of that stability with that coolness and calmness. Kar raha hoon. Outer life. And I know none of these things are permanent. They are not the purpose of life at all. They are all there in our life as the compulsions, as yesterday we saw, out of our prarabdhas and runa ityadi. But that goes on going on. My attention is on my purushartha. My purushartha is for the ultimate. So in this month which has come already, imagine again like the earlier month, politically so many things will happen. Which countries will become friends, who become enemy. Are you a politician? Do anybody ask your suggestion? We don't know. Are we? So, no, no. So too, in the scientific field, so many will happen. In the astro field, every field, things will happen. In the sports field, so many things will happen. In general, it will go on happening. People are excited, they are doing, they are inventing things, and all of that is nothing only for the Sharirika Sukha. You know, for me, this thought came morning. Ki compared to the 50 years back and now, in the scientific technological world, how many things are invented? And because of that, how many seeming wonders are happening in the world? Unbelievable, mind blowing, isn't it? But the question remains same. So what? So what if on the earth in a particular period of 200 years time, the human minds worked individually, collectively, and brought out all these science and technology? So what? Is it adding to the calmness, quietness, peace, and joy of the humanity? What is its influence at the global and cosmic level? I was thinking कि कुछ नहीं है तो क्या ऐसे और भी बहुत होते रहेंगे. You get excited and the day AI has come or this has come, the 5G से लेकर 10G तक किया है. So what? After all, human being is remaining human only. He is a slave to his dehendra prana mano buddhi. He is slave to the bahya jagat of Shraddha Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. He is in his own frustrations, miseries. Finally, the cosmic Lord is there who is rewarding to our papa and punya karmas. So idea is no need to be worried, excited about it. Don't worry कि स्वामी जी नहीं तो मैं साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी में पीछे रहूंगा. अरे आगे बढ़कर किस में डूबना है? You know your inner self. There is nothing greater pursuit than that. All the people who are discovering all of them and others who are indulging on all of them, they are bound only. Nowhere you can find the final peace and happiness other than in realizing the reality. So the next month is coming, has come. This month also, my body will have so many things, but I'll be careful to manage it from my side. I know the art of it. My family, friends, relations, anything can happen. Somebody may fight with me, somebody may love me, somebody new person may come in my life, somebody may die. अरे कुछ भी हो सकता है. So too, as we said, in the outer world also, so many things can happen. किधर भूकंप होगा नहीं पता, कौन से दो ट्रेन कोलाइड होएंगे नहीं पता, कुछ फ्लाइट विल फॉल वेयर वी डोंट नो, है ना, which ship will be occupied by the pirates we don't know. Oh, we don't know which two countries inimical become friends, we don't know, friends become enemies. What is our role in that? Sure, if you have a very active role in those, then do those duties there. But those who don't have, just wish and pray that everything goes smoothly. Isn't it? That's always a general prayer. Then mind your business. Isn't it? My business is what? My own faculties in my niyantrana, and then the niyantrita faculties. I'm applying them for my inner journey. Isn't it? Why we gave the example of what happened in 1 month? No, let me put it more clearly. Why hide? Why beating around the bush? That when February 28 comes, or 29 is a leap year, I don't know. No, 28 will be the leap. By the February 28 comes, when we look back, there will be more moments and occasions of our inner journey than outer excitements, worries, anxieties, which were uncalled for, in which our role was never there. You know your wife will never listen to you. Why do you advise her? Why do you suggest and get disappointed and become frustrated and say, "Oh, मेरी बात कभी नहीं मानती है." और नहीं मानती है फिर you understand it? Like that, an example I am saying. This month should be filled with our inner journeys. These Upanishads I studied more deeply than the earlier month. These japa upasanas of controlling my faculties and invoking the infinite Kripa, I have done better than my earlier month. For that feeling for us to have on 20th February, from today onwards we have to planned way, consciously we have to involve in them. This month my morning meditational hours were so beautiful. For the entire month I could get up at 3:34 and 1.5 hour or 1 hour I could do my contemplation. Then I made a chart or I took up a pen paper and wrote the items or topics in which I wanted to become clear. So every day I took up one aspect. What is Viveka? I became clear. What is Vairagya? I become clear means not that I am without Viveka now. I clearly understood. What is Vairagya? I just referred to all Shastras and became clear. What is Shamadamadi? Ek din. You understand? How the Upanishad is guiding regarding Brahma Jnana. How the Upanishad is guiding regarding the Antakarana Shuddhi. What is the Upanishads or Shastras suggestion regarding my Dehendra Prana Manabuddhi, my identity with them, using them, controlling them. So 1 month I spent in all these topics I mastered. What is Maya, what is Moha, what is Adhisthana, what is Adhyaropa. Every of these words which I million times heard, never pondered over. This month I pondered. I got betterness, better clarity now. So too I was mechanically doing japa, but this month I did so beautifully. I was just mechanically doing the upasana, but this month I did very I was chanting the mantras, suktas so mechanically. Now I have this month myself consciously participatingly I did. Think about it. This month Rama Rama Avatara I understood. Krishna Krishna Avatara I understood. Vyasa Vyasa contribution I understood. And देखो 1 month is going to go. Did we ever expect that Jan 31 will end of 2026 and push us into Feb? समय तो रुकने वाला नहीं. इन दैट समय कौन सी चीज होंगे वो भी नहीं पता. But consciously, unconsciously, what we have done or not done alone is done or not done, giving us those results. From that we learn, and for the next month, this way, meticulously, well planned, well calculated, as much as our intelligence and power or Shakti cooperates or permits, let us enjoy this positive way of living this month. Enjoy is not the bhoga enjoyment. There is no other word in English, therefore I am using that. The better word is let us feel that fulfillment and contentment of living this whole month beautifully. क्योंकि खत्म हो जाएगा ये भी महीना. इस महीने के पहले दिन के भी 9 hours are over now already. 8.5, 9 hours. Time won't stop. So let us that way sort out things in our life. What's important, what's not important. Let us know. Let's not do same routine mechanically, which has not meaning at all. That's why I said Shastra Pado. They say outside you do sadharma, inside you control your faculties, innermost you search out yourself. That's it. Take the help of Guru Shastra and Bhagwan. That's it. इतने 5 चीजें ही होते हैं हमको करने को. Involve in that. Baki, the Ananta Koti Brahmandas, they come and go, they surge, upsurge, and they dissolve. We don't. Do we know? Some things we know about which we are excited. What are the other things which are unknown to us are happening? We don't even know. So whether we know or don't know, things will happen. What is to be known and done is our own inner journey. महीना बीत गया ऐसे ही बीत जाएंगे so to year will end life also will end. Don't get excited about outer things happenings etc. And in the outer upadhi level also whatever happens to us प्रारब्ध के हिसाब से चलने दो but know what to do for yourself. We have to travel inside ourselves. We have to expand in our brahma jnana spashtata, in our sadhana for brahmanishtata. Think. If this month we can do effectively, then that will be continued every month. So by the end of 2026, when we look back, not to compare with anyone, but we are fully contented, satisfied that we have traveled so much the spiritual journey, which is not in space. The spiritual journey is in our de-identification with the Jiva Dehata and identification with the Brahmata, Brahmaswar. यही मेरा एक ही चीज पाने वाला है. Otherwise, the PMs have come and gone, the CMs have come and gone, and DMs have come and gone. होता ही रहता. You can also be one of them. Yourself, whatever the profession, they're all happening only. The other relations, it's, कोई मतलब नहीं है उसमें. We give value, that's why it is valuable. Now only value one thing. Shastra Adhyanam, through that spashtata of the Lakshya Marga, follow Marga, try to reach out the Lakshya. You know? When we end this month, next month, March 1, when we come to look back and see, there should be only the list of these Adhyatmika Prayatnas done only. This also again with calmness, coolness, born out of the clarity. Here also, nothing to be excited. Like we are doing our Upanishad class, 770 or 50 days happened. So what? Who is worried about it? We are every day touching the Shastra. We are touching the Brahman. That is our satisfaction. That's what we have to do. Why worried? Why excited? Along with it, the other 5, 6 things also, Bhagavan ordered us to do. As long as he orders, we do it. So one day we may feel, oh, it's enough of it. Let us do only this. But who knows? Nothing to be excited, worried. An alertness. What we are doing is correct or not? Is it towards the goal or not? Is it sanctioned by the Shastra or not? वो तो क्लैरिटी होना है. एनीवे हम शास्त्र पढ़कर उसके अनुसार ही कर रहे हैं. Therefore, most of things will be correct. Once in a while, pause and think and reset if it's required. Now, see, it's a challenge to us how we are going to live this 1 month, February 2026. अपने सामने है, अपने हाथ में है. अब देख लो, अगले महीने पूछेंगे. सर्वं गुरुदेवार्पणम्. ओम 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 सहनाववतु. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेनस्मिन् क्षणेव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनमस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिव कृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ते तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वकभारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षामागतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां जन्म साफल्यार्थम कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्। पारायणमथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः 9, 10, 11। ओम 10, 11, 12। क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपापापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैर्जन्म मृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः एतद्ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत्। वाह, कभी लगता है मन में ना, ओनली उपनिषद मंत्र पारायण मनन चित else is meaningless. Thank God, because of regular study, true worthy conviction we are coming to. नहीं पढ़ते तो वही भटकते रहते, जगत को ही important मानते हुए. Even now, not that totally we have withdrawn, but at least inside there is a pull. That spirituality also we must know, spirituality also we must do. थोड़ा तो है ना. That's the outcome of all this study of Upanishads, mantras and all. More stronger conviction, commitment comes, more our heart is poured only for this, we are lucky. Till that happens, the suggestion is don't leave the study of Upanishad. See, be attentive. Even in the study of Shastras, if we leave or drop Upanishad and study any other Purana Itihas also, we will be talking about the lower things only. That in the also, this Bhakta went to that Lord and prayed, and that Bhagavan blessed him with this dhana, this vastu, this rajya. Shastro में भी the other Shastras again bind us only in the worldliness. Only Upanishads, tell us about the Brahma Vidya, the ultimate thing, the moksha. In all other Shastras, the more we study them and do all the things and achieve so many things, and but not the moksha, then catch the hold of the collar of that God and ask, है तुम्हारा पुराण तो मैंने इतना पढ़ा हूं, जैसा आपने कहा सब कुछ मिला, मैंने किया और मिला, मोक्ष तो नहीं मिला. He says, oh sorry, I can give only this, you go and study the Upanishads. That's what they also tell. Because in that only the Brahma Vidya, the Moksha Vidya is taught. We are not at that level. We tell only these things. Even in doing the sadhanas also, every sadhana is binding us only with the kartrutva ahankara and bhoktrutva karmaphala. Only aham brahmasmi sadhana is worthy. Think about it. Upanishads' great contribution in our life is this, which slowly happens if with faith we are with a worthy guru who knows, about the glory of the Upanishads and is able to communicate to us without any hiding or any type of shortcomings. Shortcomings sense inhibitions, hesitations. Upanishad is talking Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya alone gives moksha. We are talking it. That's it. You know? We have to develop that way sensitivity in us. That only Upanishads we study, only Brahma Vidya we pursue. बाकी सारे enchanting, exciting रहते हैं, but still they have finally the worldly value only. Think about it. Nothing other than Upanishad. And Gita we study because Upanishad Sara. Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana we study because Adi Shankara's Granthas we study because They are all Upanishad Sara only. Throughout the day we are studying the Brahma Vidya only. And one place we study the Skanda Puranam, that also invoking the Lord's Kripa only for the Brahma Jnana. Good, we are on the right track. More convictions, more stronger the conviction should be, and then more spashtata for us as to what to do every moment. Every moment, what to do is withdraw attention from the world and apply to the self. That's the only thing to be done. But maybe become clear about it, start doing it also, master it. Okay. Now come Katham Chetanas Chetananam iti Uchyate. Why the Lord is Chetana of all the Chetana beings. That is said in this mantra. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. Once more. ॐ नत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. तत्र in the subject matter of reality, truth, the Brahman, which we went on studying all through the Upanishad, Tatra na Surya bhati. The Lord will not, Surya Bhagavan cannot show his Prakasha. His Prakasha won't help. Na Chandra bhati. The Chandra Prakasha won't help us in knowing it. Na Tatra Surya bhati, na Chandra bhati, na Tarakam bhati. Neither the Tarakas. Na Ima Vidyutah bhanti is continuously coming and going. Vidyut, the lightnings also cannot illuminate that. Kutaha ayam Agni? What to talk about the human created Agni out of churning the Aranis? Kutoyam Agni means the three Agnis. One is Yajna Agni, Dusra is Upasana Agni, where we light the lamp at Surya. Tisra, the cooking Agni. This is how the Agni is used. This Agni won't help us in knowing that reality. So when Surya, Chandra, Taraka, Vidyut cannot illuminate that reality, how can this small fire? That's the meaning of Kutaha Ayam Agni Bhati. So none of these Prakasha Swarupas can illuminate that Paramatma Tattva. Nor it is required because it is self-illuminated. Second point. In fact, Tam Eva Bhantam Anu Bhati Sarvam. Tameva Bhantam Anu. Tameva of that Lord Bhantam, when he is in his resplendent brightness and glow, Tameva Bhantam Anu, following that or basked in the light of that consciousness, Sarvam Bhati, all the above said five sources of light are existing and comprehended. I am conscious of the Agni, then only Agni is there. I am conscious of the Vidyut lightning, then only it's there. I am conscious of Tarakas, Chandrama, Surya. So it is in my consciousness they are illuminated. Next, Tasya Bhasa. This is the subtlest thing. It is from the light of the consciousness, borrowing, each of them have their lights to illuminate. Tasya Bhasa Sarvam Idam Vibhati. So none of these things which have the light are having their light original, their own. No. They have borrowed it from. So Surya, three things. So simple it is. Surya Bhagavan's Prakasha cannot illuminate Paramatma Tattva. Point one. Point two. Surya Bhagavan's Astitva and he is known because of the Paramatma's Bha Prakasha only. Two. This is the one. Third point. The Surya Bhagavan's heat and light with which he is illuminating all the world. He has got it from the Atma Prakasha only. So this cannot function there. Because of that only this is existing and becoming aware of. And whatever the capacities that are there in this, they are because of that only. So चंद्र भगवान परमात्मा को प्रकाशित नहीं कर सकते. चंद्र भगवान का अस्तित्व और उनको जानना परमात्मा के चैतन्य में संभव है, जिससे वो रात में हमें रोशनी देते हैं, और जिस शक्ति के कारण वो औषधियों को अमृतत्व देते हैं, उस चंद्र भगवान का वो जो भी कैपेसिटी है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ परमात्मा. So to the tarakas, so to the vidyut. Vidyut cannot eliminate Paramatma. Vidyut is existing and known because of Paramatma. In the Vidyut, whatever the light capacity is there, that is because of Paramatma. Three words, understand. Na bhati, hmm, anubhati, vibhati. These are three words, no? Nabhati, anubhati, vibhati. Like our morning Gayatri mantra. Vidmahe, nabhati means this cannot eliminate that. Anubhati means it is existing and surviving because of that. Vibhati, having existing and surviving, whatever it is doing, with whatever capacities. Those capacities and doings, both are because of that only. That's the meaning of Vibhati. So Nabhati, Anubhati, Vibhati. All these five. Surya Chandra, Taraka Vidyut, and the Agni. These are in the outer world. The same correspondingly, Surya is Buddhi, Chandra is Mana, Tarakas are all Indriyas, Vidyut is our thoughts, then the, what is this one? Agni is the Vani. All Tarakas you can take as the Prana Shaktis. Because in the Chandra and Surya as Buddhi and Mana, the thoughts have come. So then it will be repetition if you interpret Tarakas as the. So the words of the Vani called the Agni, then the Indriyas of the lightnings, then the Prana Shakti of the Tarakas, then sentiments, emotions, which are also thoughts of the mind, the understandings of the intellect, which are also thought, cannot illuminate Paramatma. They are existing and they are known by the conscious Paramatma. Anubhati. Vibhati, whatever one is talking because of him. Whatever Prana Shakti is doing because of him. Whatever the Indriyas are doing is because of him. Whatever the Mana Buddhi is doing is because of him. That's the meaning of it. Yes, realizing him is the moksha. We realize him when we transcend our identity with all these inner faculties. That's meditation. The Siddhanta Jnana is detached from Upadhi and realize the self, then you are liberated. The sadhana also all the time that only. Detached from the Upadhis, Nirupadhika Atma Tattva realize. That's the purpose of this shloka. Okay? Tameva Bhantamanu Bhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvam Bhashya. Beautiful it is. I'll just browse through. Na tatra iti. Tatra tasmin paramatmani sarvavabhasakopi suryaha navati brahma na prakasheti iti artaha sahi tasyeva bhasa sarvatmanah rupajatam prakashayati न तो तस्य स्वतः प्रकाशन सामर्थ्यम तथा न चंद्रतारकम न इमा विद्युतः भान्ते कुतया कुतः अयमग्निः अस्मद्गोचरः किं बहुना यदिदं जगद्भाति तमेव स्वतः भारूपत्वात् भान्तं दीप्यमानम् अनुभाति अनुदीप्यते यथा लोहादि वह्निं दहन्तं अनुदहति न स्वतः एव भासा दीप्त्या सर्वमिदं सूर्यादि भाति उक्तं च येन सूर्यस्तवति तेजसा इद्धः न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः इति गीतासु. दिस भाष्य अत्यंत मधुर एंड अद्भुत. You know, न तत्र इति. I am commenting on this shloka which is starting with the word na tatra. Are you ready to listen? Shankar Bhagavan is asking. Yes, sir, we are. Now I am explaining to you the Padabhashya and the understanding of it. So tatra. Tatra means tasmin paramatmani. In that Paramatma. In trying to make us know the Paramatma. In case of the Paramatma. In about the knowledge of Paramatma. So tatra tasmin Paramatmani. Now the next word is very beautiful. Sarva avabhasakaha api suryaha. Even though Surya is illuminating all the three worlds, and in all the three worlds, whatever that are there, he is illuminating. Don't say, but Swamiji, in my kitchen or bedroom, the thing Surya Bhagavan is not illuminating. Arey, you have put all the walls, that's why. Remove them, he will illuminate. So, Sarva Avabhasakaha api Suryaha Tatra Tasmin Paramatmani na bhati. So, na tatra Suryo bhati. Suryah tatra na bhati. Tatra tasmin paramatmani Suryah sarvavabhasakah api Suryah na bhati. Na prakashayati. Means what? Brahma na prakashayati iti artha. So what is the meaning of Bhagavan Surya cannot illuminate himself or cannot have his light there or his light is not functional there. Surya's Avkat will not work there. What is the meaning? That Surya Bhagavan cannot do the prakashanam of that Brahman. सूर्य भगवान का दायरा अलग है. किस किस को प्रकाश करने के लिए उनको काम दिया वही he can do. He cannot illuminate Paramatma. So in the Surya Kanti in the outer world, as you see the objects, you cannot see the Paramatma. That's the meaning. Inside also, when we take Surya as our buddhi, buddhi help of Shastras logically make an idea and concept and understanding of the reality. But revelation of the reality will not be done by the buddhi. Transcended, then as the Atman, that Brahman is experienced. So this is the meaning of Suryaha Sarva Prakashakaha api Tatra Tasmin Paramatmani na bhati na prakashayati Suryaha Brahma na prakashayati iti artha. So to the Chandra Tarakadi. So the remaining thing we'll see tomorrow. आज हमने शुरू किया इस श्लोक का भाष्य. कल 10 मिनट में हो जाएगा. We go to the mantra 15. ओम 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 नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Good audience friends, all the best. Study Gita, please join.